Well, I wasn't going to say anything, and then this past Tuesday something happened. The shelving in my closet fell out of the wall, and I texted my dad, and he replaced it by the evening, and I found something in there that I was like, all right, I'll comment. So I'm reading these, I'm through page 90 of this March 2025 biography of Lewis Hamilton, Formula One race car driver. And it's by Michael E. Sawyer. It was released March 2025. I'm Tanis, she, her, hers of Seattle. And today is Sunday, 24 August 2025. So the closet stuff was on Tuesday, 19 August 2025. And as I do this, I'm going to do 2 homestyle Eggos toasted, hot out of the toaster. And they're sweating up, you know, the paper towel and the desk and stuff. And I have reduced fat Jif creamy peanut butter. And then I have river otter, beanie, and then white squirrel. Items in this dining with. And so what I found when I was going in my stuff in my closet was there was a bag, and in the bag there was, I didn't open it, it's the bag we kept a family camcorder in that we had when I was growing up. And my parents were going to get rid of it, and they were like, Tanis, do you want to keep it? And this was like over a decade ago that they asked me that, and I was like, yes. And so I still have it, and I was like, what's up? So how does that get me to making this video? In the book, they talk about how Lewis, when he was like 6 years of age, had a remote control car, and he got really competitive and, you know, decided he wanted to race it. And when I was growing up, we had a remote control car. That was a family car. My sister and I would play with, and the parents and stuff too. But we also had a camcorder. And so I was thinking, I make a bunch of YouTube videos. How does that particular combination, so like without the camcorder, he went on to be a Formula One race car driver. With the camcorder, I'm a YouTuber with some car videos, you know, and making this video. And so those are drastically different outcomes. And I'm like, does the presence of the camcorder, you know, mean a different trajectory? And I was like, well, we did, you know, when we were kids, we were like, should we put the camcorder on the remote control car? All right, so we'd make videos, you know, I like to film the pets. So I was on, you know, a swim team, so my parents might film me competing, that kind of stuff. And so my sister was part of a performance dance team, although I don't think that was the camcorder I have. That was like a VHS camcorder that my dad had before either my sister and I were born. We were born into the home video expertise kind of thing. All right, so here we go. My dad worked in the wind tunnel at Boeing as a model airplane maker. Worked at Boeing for over 40 years. Became a business strategist, yeah. Anyway, so I'm having a remote control car and camcorder growing up. I was like, well, the true provided, you know, balance, like work-life balance of, don't forget to enjoy yourself with that car and that toy, which is perhaps something that he missed, you know. Fast forward to now, and I'm 32 years of age and he's 40 years of age. I'm a stay-at-home daughter, which is like a live-in help kind of role, kind of appointment. I chose my family over my career, and he chose his career over his family. We don't live together. And I'm talking about my Lewis Hamilton here. Not to be confused with the numerous other people named Lewis Hamilton for the living together. No, what about me? And so, if you're thinking about having a remote control car toy for your kids, or a camcorder, or a combination. We provide the just remote control car, at least at book level, or publication level. Me in the publication level, remote control car and camcorder. Was it fun? Yes. Did we actually do the video thing? I don't think so. We respected the recording equipment. So no duct taping it, no strapping it down. No. That's cheating. Don't go stripping the tape, not the tape, the paint off of the camcorder. Putting tape on it. Or weakening the adhesive, you know, weakening the paint job. By doing something like that. So my parents were good like that. They were like, respect. And respect of the toy by not erasing it to enjoy the actual toy as a toy. So maybe he should marry me and move me in with him so that he can learn about the simple joys of life from this papaya beauty. Yes, papaya being Euro Native American. Multiple on the Duwamish and Dakota. So there we go. So I don't know how much of this relates to you, because what is it? They say there are 500 of us Duwamish left. Native Americans. Yeah. All right. Thank you for joining Lewis and Tanis and Lewis for this dining with.